68, I want you to go to page 'It's okay, stay there, we're going to use it in a minute. If you go to page 4 of 68. Oh, yeah, I got yours.
Oh.
And if you have a look in the evidence requirements,
Yes, I think it is, it's for.
page 4, you'll see these are the things that I'm actually looking for, right? So when I go to market, this is giving you a bit of a heads up, you know, what I'm going to look for. So it's got their range. Can you see the word range?
Mm.
And it says 2 texts each, 200 to 300 words, each of a different type. So what that means is, this autobiography that you're going to do is called a recount, which means you're using past tense. So that's really important, hey? You know, you're not going to write autobiography present, you know. So be really careful, make sure that you're using the right tense. So I want you to highlight recount. And next to recount, I want you to put in brackets past tense.
On the paper.
Yeah. Just so that you know, where's your 68? Not that one. So what we're saying is you have to use past tense. Okay? So what words would you use for past tense? He, was,
we,
were,
did.
ed, a. Okay, be really, really mindful. Okay. So it says there, and maybe they must include, so description is another word there. Description is how I've explained it to you on the board where we talked about introduction. That you're describing the main points of the person you're writing about. And I need to see that all in the introduction. It's the information which I would expect to see in paragraphs 1 to 4, or 2 to 4, whatever it is that you're doing. Recount, I'm looking for past tense, so I will go through it first and check all your tenses to make sure it's correct. There is going to be a time where you're going to need to use present tense. So for example, when you get down to conclusion, and you might be using your opinion. Well, that's now, isn't it? Yeah, that's okay. Because you can't always be 100%. Do you want a glass of water, Nettie, you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You can't always be 100% in one tense anyway. So in my mind, I sort of look at it and think, yeah, that's about 85, 90% past tense, I'm happy. Okay? Because there will be times where you're going to need to put present tense. My voice will end up famous, you have to worry about my voice. Okay. So the next one, of course, is the recount. Persuasive. What does that mean? Do you remember what it means?
Okay. To your own opinion.
Yeah, bring it to your opinion. You know, you might say something like, some people say that he was weird. We talk about Michael Jackson, eh? Some people say that he was a bit weird in his actions. However, I think that he was just unique. So that's me being persuasive, trying to say, well, this is what these people say, but I think. See? And I want to see something like that. You've also got discursive. Well, that kind of just automatically happens anyway, because that's just you putting it into order. And then, of course, for explaining, well, that's your whole essay anyway, isn't it? You're explaining as you go. So what you're trying to do is, like, for example, when I mark the essay, I'm going to pretend I don't know anything about the person you're writing about. And I want your essay to teach me the finer points of that person, all right? So that when I've read it, I can go away and think, oh, when I know this about him, I know that about him. Oh, okay, yeah, he was born, oh, he died. And this is what he died of. Well, that's okay, I know now. That's how I'm going to read your essay. Don't presume that I know what you're talking about. You have to convince me of it. All right? So what we're doing now is, because, as far as you're concerned with the units that you've achieved, you're actually halfway through the units, eh? So now I would expect you to take that level 3 and step it up to be, maybe almost a level 4. So rather than just keeping it very simple and deep in that respect, I want you to use more complex words, use the stuff that we've been learning, actually put all that into practice, okay? Any questions? Be careful of writing too long a sentence. Remember what we've learned around commas and that type of thing? Very good. Don't be afraid to say, for example. That is a really good thing to have. When we do the health and safety, this is really good, health and safety. So in the health and safety questions, you guys were saying, well, this is what the Act said, and this is my example. So don't be afraid to say that. So when you're talking about a specific point, maybe it's paragraph 2. What did I say was solo artist, or something like that. So, I could say something along the lines, we're talking about Michael Jackson. I could say something along the lines, Michael Jackson became a solo artist in whatever year, and he wrote and he choreographed, like he did the dancing, all of that, and got some #1 hits. Is that right? For example, and then I might name 1 or 2 songs. See? Don't be afraid to do that. Give the example, because that will just step it up even more to hit the excellence. And it'd be really great if you guys can have a go at that. So don't be afraid to use those tools that you learnt over at Temper Zone as far as, for example. Okay? Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Yeah, autobiography means the story of a person written by himself. So, biography means a story of a person written by any other writer. So,
Autobiography is a person's life.
and what is biography then?
It's all you mean autobiography or biography?
Autobiography means, like, what is the difference between biography and autobiography?
I don't know. I can't remember. And that's the truth, so I'm going to Google it for you to find out.
Autobiography means a story written by himself or herself.
I can't remember, to be honest. You stumped me.
Like some of the famous personalities, they write their story.
Autobiography, yes.
It's autobiography. And biography is somebody explain the story of somebody.
So someone that died or
Yeah,
Hang on.
that passed away?
yeah, it's biography. But the book written like some people write their own story.
And that's called autobiography.
That's autobiography.
Let's see what it says.
What's that?
And I keep saying autobiography, don't I? Oh, that's good. At least you put me in my place. Very good. Autobiography. Because when I went to school, they relate it together. But it's as long as it's about that one person. I don't know. See, biography is the life and history of an individual, which we've been doing, written by somebody else, whereas the autobiography is written by themselves. So it's definitely a biography, because you're writing it. Oh, that's good. 10 points. So at the end of the day, just watch that you're covering all those different things. And to be honest, you don't have to be really pedantic about it or really, detailed or get stressed about it, because when we write, we naturally do those things anyway. So for you, most importantly, is making sure that you've got the past tense right, that you actually use past tense. Because that'll definitely be the one that'll pull you over the line to start to be achieved. Because when I look at it, I go past tense first to get you to achieved, see? Then if you want your merits and excellences, it's everything else that I've spoken about. So any other questions?
And the next topic is related to biography, like
We're not talking about the next topic, we're going to concentrate on what we're doing at the moment. Well, again, where's your writing plan? You need to follow instructions now, and that's half the problem. Sorry, I'm
So
ticking you off.
we are writing the biography.
See, the plan wasn't for you to finish the biography. For you personally, the plan was to finish 56. So in fact, you jumped ahead and you're still behind. So don't do that. So I'm not going to mark you here. You're going to now take a step back, do the writing plan according to what we've talked about. Step by step. Where's the research? Where's the information? Where's the evidence?
on Google.
Again, that has to be approved by me and I need to see it. You said this is all the things we've talked about. So you've kind of jumped all past that. So that's why, I think that's the problem that you're having. It's not actually following all the instructions step by step. We're going to bring that back and forth. We need to help her. Very good.
I don't know what she behind.
We got a poetry plan, so you don't jump her.
It's about quality, eh? It's not about speed. And if you jump all over the place, then there's no quality. Which, when you think about it, if you did that at tender zone, what does it mean? Making mistakes, don't get promoted, all sorts of things start coming into play. Please do your writing plan for me. If you want scissors to cut up those papers, then you can scissors there. No problem. You can sellotape it all back together in the right order. Just whatever's going to work for you, but let's get on with that writing plan.